Before the platinum plaques. Before the Grammy nominations. Before millions of fans around the world fell in love with his music. Bryson Tiller was navigating something far more complicated than fame. Love, relationships, heartbreak, fatherhood, and the challenge of building a family while chasing a dream that seemed almost impossible. The man who would eventually become one of R&B's biggest stars spent years turning his real emotions into music. That's why so many listeners connect with his songs. The feelings sound real because many of them come from real experiences. Behind the fame, the awards, and the success is a deeply personal story about relationships, family, and becoming the father he never had. Bryson Tiller's approach to love and relationships. Unlike many celebrities, Bryson Tiller has always been extremely private about his romantic life. While some stars share every relationship online, Bryson chose a different path. He rarely discusses intimate details in interviews. He avoids public drama. He keeps much of his personal life away from the spotlight. This mystery only made fans more curious. After all, Bryson built a career on emotional songs about love, heartbreak, desire, trust, and relationships. Listeners often wondered how much of his music reflected his real-life experiences. Although Bryson has never publicly explained every inspiration behind his songs, many fans believe his personal relationships helped shape the emotional depth that became his trademark. His music feels like reading pages from a private journal. Every lyric carries emotion. Every melody feels personal, and that authenticity helped him stand out in modern R&B. The relationship that changed his life. Among Bryson's known relationships, none has attracted more attention than his romance with model and influencer Kendra Bailey. The couple reportedly began dating around 2018. At the time, Bryson was already a major star. His albums were successful. His fan base was growing rapidly. His career was flourishing, yet despite the attention surrounding him, he managed to keep the relationship relatively private. Fans occasionally caught glimpses of their life together through social media posts and public appearances. What stood out was how different their relationship appeared from many celebrity romances. There were no constant public arguments. No endless tabloid scandals. No daily headlines filled with controversy. Instead, they seemed focused on building a stable life together away from unnecessary attention. This quiet approach earned respect from many fans who appreciated seeing a celebrity couple prioritize family over publicity. As the years passed, Kendra became one of the most important people in Bryson's life. Their relationship represented a period of maturity and personal growth for the singer. While his songs often explored emotional struggles, his real-life relationship appeared to offer stability and happiness. Becoming a father before becoming a superstar. One of the most important chapters of Bryson's life began before fame arrived. Long before sold-out arenas. Long before chart-topping albums. Long before luxury lifestyles, Bryson became a father. That responsibility changed everything. Suddenly, success wasn't just about fulfilling his own dreams. It became about providing for someone else. At the time, life was difficult. Money was tight. His music career had not yet taken off. He was working ordinary jobs while trying to break into the music industry. The pressure was enormous. Many aspiring artists struggle when family responsibilities arrive early. Some give up entirely. Bryson chose a different path. He kept working, kept recording, kept believing, because now he had someone depending on him. That responsibility became one of the biggest motivations behind his determination to succeed. Harley Tiller, the daughter who motivated him. In 2013, Bryson welcomed his first daughter, Harley Tiller. Harley's arrival came during one of the toughest periods of his life. He wasn't rich. He wasn't famous. He wasn't even certain his music career would work out. He was simply a young father trying to build a future. At that point, Bryson was juggling multiple responsibilities. He worked regular jobs to earn money. He spent long nights making music. He dealt with financial stress. And he cared for his daughter. Many fans don't realize that some of Bryson's hardest years occurred while he was learning how to be a parent. But instead of discouraging him, fatherhood gave him purpose. Every sacrifice suddenly mattered more. Every challenge became worth facing. Every setback became another reason to keep going. Harley became one of the driving forces behind his pursuit of success. When Bryson eventually achieved fame, many fans viewed his story as proof that persistence can change a family's future. Kelly Jade Tiller. A new chapter. By 2019, Bryson's life looked very different. The struggling young father had become an international star. His albums had sold millions. His music was streamed worldwide. His financial situation had completely transformed. That year, he welcomed his second daughter, Kelly Jade Tiller, with Kendra Bailey. Kelly's arrival marked a new chapter. Unlike Harley, who was born during Bryson's struggling years, Kelly entered the world after her father had already achieved enormous success. Yet despite the fame, Bryson's priorities remained clear. Family came first. Fatherhood remained one of the most important parts of his identity. Fans loved seeing occasional glimpses of Bryson embracing family life. The superstar who could perform for thousands of people still found his greatest joy in spending time with his daughters. Fatherhood and personal growth. Perhaps the most powerful aspect of Bryson's story is how fatherhood helped heal parts of his own childhood. Remember, Bryson lost his mother when he was only 4 years old. That loss shaped him deeply. Growing up without his mother's presence left emotional scars. It also taught him how important family support can be. As a father, Bryson became determined to provide the love, guidance, and stability that every child deserves. Many fans believe his devotion to his daughters reflects his desire to create the kind of secure family environment he wished he could have enjoyed for longer during his own childhood. Fatherhood didn't just change his priorities. It changed him as a person. The responsibilities of raising children brought maturity, perspective, and purpose. Success was no longer measured only by record sales or awards. It was measured by being present for the people who mattered most. Is Bryson Tiller married? For years, fans have wondered whether Bryson and Kendra Bailey would eventually marry. The couple's long-term relationship fueled plenty of speculation. However, despite the rumors and fan curiosity, there has been no publicly confirmed marriage. As of the latest publicly available information, Bryson Tiller has not announced that he is married. He has continued to keep much of his private life away from public scrutiny, making it difficult to know every detail of his relationship status. What is clear, however, is that he values commitment, family, and privacy. Love, family, and legacy. Bryson Tiller's relationship story isn't filled with endless scandals or dramatic headlines. Instead, it's a story about growth. A story about responsibility. A story about becoming a father before becoming famous. A story about finding love while navigating the pressures of celebrity, life, and most importantly, it's a story about family. The young man who once struggled to support his daughter eventually became a global music star. But even after achieving everything he dreamed of professionally, the people closest to him remained his greatest priority. Because at the end of the day, fame fades. Awards collect dust. Records get broken. But family endures. And for Bryson Tiller, the role of father may ultimately become more important than the role of superstar. The world may know him as a chart-topping artist. His daughters simply know him as dad. And that may be the title he treasures most.